Hello everybody, welcome back to Rusty Relics Farm. This is your host Caleb speaking. Here I'm giving you an update on the garden. And the pumpkins are coming up beautifully. Hoping I can maintain that. Sweet corn, however, I'm having problems with it. Teething problems, but it's all trial and error this year. Well, I'm happy that the pumpkins are doing well. They're thriving. It's like that actually that year of gardening and all mowing has paid off for fertility. Yeah, eventually, like I said, I like to make this spot the main sweet corn and pumpkin patch for a while. And my grandpa has got a Case IH quad track, and I'd like to do from here that way up to here, do a full row of raised berry beds, strawberries, blueberries, and I could probably squeeze in 2 rows of that right here. And the reason why I wanted to do raised beds right now is to save myself back pain in the future. And someday I might do, in this section, I'd like to eventually get this cut down. A little bit over the years, and put a couple rows of fencing in front of this area. Use that for tomatoes, and do rows of potatoes, other root vegetables, going all the way to the fence up there. And once you do a full row, 2 crop rotations, hay, wheat, soybeans, and corn, after do 2 cycles of that, and hopefully yearly manure spreading. I'd like to turn this whole, go from the edge of the fence that way, rows of some areas of fruit bearing trees, and this entire area right here, I'll think of it when I think of it. And one goal I'd like to do in 10 years is to be able to put all this in garden. By then I'll hopefully have a Cub lowboy and a rototiller, and just use that as my finishing tool, and use the Alice as my main plowing, my main tractor for plowing the garden. Yeah, eventually I would. Yeah, that's the kind of retirement I'd like to have for it. A semi-retirement, full gardening, and also pulling the hay rake. Like I said, I still want to get a WD-45 and D17. Have that be just my main haying tractors, and for row crop work, use Case. That way, I could. If my dad wants to play with something, you can have the Alice's. Even though he's got his own, if he wants to do bigger work, plowing, but planting. I'd like to get a John Deere 494, just have that be my sweet corn planter and my first row crop planter. Start with a John Deere 1240, the plateless one. And I'd like to, and I just might see if I could fix up my 495. Find a way to fix it up and have that be my sweet corn planter. And the 12.4, and for every corn planter I buy, I'd like to stick with dry fertilizer, because my grandpa, he had a saddle tank burst on him while knifing and 28%. And that's one problem I want to avoid, at least for planting. That's why I'd prefer to go dry fertilizer, because at least you could do redneck fixes on that and just keep going. And also it'd be a lot easier to clean that up than liquid. Yeah, one reason I go dry fertilizer. And then after the 1240, I'd like to find an International 400 4-row planter and run that for a couple years, get used to the cycle air system, and then upgrade to an International 8 or 900 4-row. Like you said, I'd want to stay with 4 rows, that way I only take up one lane of road. Plus, less weight on the tongue. Less weight on the tractor. That way I'm not burning as much fuel. Like I said, I just want to stick with small equipment, you know. The biggest tractor I'd feel comfortable running would be a Case 2470. Anyway, hence the title Rusty Relics. It's important to show the Rusty Relics still working, like my rototiller. And let's take it. Yeah, sorry, my brain is all mush. Yeah, once I get bigger than these two patches, I'll just use my rototiller for cultivating the sweet corn as a labor saver. Oh my. Yeah. Oh, now my plan for the back half of that, from the fence, and the fence that way, is I make that my entire sweet corn patch. Have this eventually be the entire pumpkin patch. Yeah, there. Oh yeah, there's that problem solved. Alright. Just thought I'd give you an update on the garden and also future plans. Alright, if you like what you see, please like, comment, and subscribe, and also see you next time.